Standing here, can we say that this represents what a lot more of the river will look like when the dams are gone and it's free flowing?
Well, it certainly gives you an idea, right? I think it was really inspirational for me the first time I got to come down here and see the river flowing through it for the first time, right? Because the river was stopped here for nearly 100 years, and seeing the flows go through this canyon now can inspire a lot of hope.
Copco number 2 was the first of 4 dams to be removed from the Klamath River. The others, J.C. Boyle, closer to Klamath Falls, Copco number 1 just upstream from this site, and Iron Gate, a few miles downstream, will be removed in 2024.
This dam, significantly smaller than the other dams, only 33 feet high compared to Iron Gate's 180. But it was still created quite an impact on the landscape because it was a diversion dam that went straight across where we're standing here and diverted all of the river's flows into a tunnel system that fed a powerhouse downstream, about 1.7 miles of river miles downstream from where we're standing, essentially dewatering the canyon that's below us now.
The dams were built from 1918 to 1962. Their sole purpose was to generate hydroelectric power. Their impacts were catastrophic to the environment. Salmon runs crashed as fish were cut off from hundreds of miles of spawning habitat. Water quality in the reservoirs became toxic at times, resulting in multiple fish kills. As it became clear the cost to modernize the dams exceeded the value of upgrading and relicensing them, Pacific Corp agreed to remove them with financial support from the states of Oregon and California.
We have a lot of communities downstream, a lot of protected species. So in the scenario of these dams, we're going to do a very slow draining of these reservoirs. So we're going to drain them at about 3,000 to 4,000 CFS, and that will occur over the period of January and February. However, if we get a big winter and a lot of spring runoff, there's the potential for the dams to refill a bit and we'll have to let them drain again. So we expect that we'll have deconstruction underway in earnest by next summer.
There's 17 to 20 million cubic yards of sediment sitting behind the dams, much of which will be flushed downstream. Project managers say the river will be muddy for months next spring and summer as the reservoirs are drained and the dams are removed. As the water levels in the reservoirs drop, restoration will begin.
A year from now, this will look completely different.
Yes. And simultaneously, while the dam is being deconstructed, restoration efforts will be getting underway. So when we're sure that the reservoirs are draining for the last time, we'll have crews out where the former reservoirs were, scattering seed, taking advantage of the moisture in the soil. There's currently 2,200 acres currently submerged in the reservoirs, and we'll be restoring all of that with native species.
Explorer John C. Fremont found salmon in what is currently Klamath Falls all the way back in 1846. Salmon made it all the way up to the Sprague, Williamson, and Wood Rivers in south central Oregon. Their nature is to swim upstream and find spawning habitat. They are expected to explore and repopulate the Klamath and the tributaries once the dams are removed. From the Klamath River, I'm Brooke Snavely for The Great Outdoors.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos from Central Oregon Daily News. And for more news from the high desert, just visit centraloregondaily.com.